there are some dolls that are kind of parallel a little bit to American Girls that Robert Tonner had a big hand in creating and designing. So we're going to bring in Kathy, and we are going to hear some anecdotes about how she got started with Magic Attic dolls.
These are all modern characters who visit a magic trunk and a magic mirror in the magic attic and try on costumes and look in the mirror, and they're transported to a different time. I think the play pretend theme really appeals.
That appeals to us now.
Yeah, I know.
Our next presenter, Kathy Leppert, is very well known in our community and on our channel and with our videos for her great love of American Girl dolls. Kathy actually likes all kinds of dolls. Her website is called Against Doll Odds, as well as her Instagram. But she has a very, very fondness for American Girls, but there are some dolls that are kind of parallel a little bit to American Girls that Robert Tonner had a big hand in creating and designing, and they are the Magic Attic dolls. So Kathy was wonderful to bring a fabulous collection here to the doll shop so we can learn about Magic Attic dolls. I actually had a Magic Attic doll here and I didn't even know that. She pointed it out in a video and I was like, what? So there is just so much to learn, especially with Robert Tonner. So many dolls that he has had a part of and with creating. So we're going to bring in Kathy and we are going to hear some anecdotes about how she got started with Magic Attic dolls. And she also is bringing a lot of history and ways to identify them based off of their facial characteristics or their outfits, and learn a bit of the back history of the Magic Attic dolls and their story and why they were so popular among collectors. So let's bring her in. Hey, Kathy.
Hi.
So good to see you. Kathy is so great. And we were wondering, how we were going to work together for Tonner Fest, and this is so perfect.
Right? This is my lead-in.
This is your lead-in. So I'm going to get behind the camera and we're going to chat with Kathy about how you started, and we're going to chat about the dolls. So how did it start?
Well, everyone knows I'm really into American Girl. And American Girl really kicked off this 18-inch doll market. And there's a lot of other dolls that were created to compete with American Girl. Well, one of them, Magic Attic, I've heard for many years is difficult to restring. And I fix dolls. I restring American Girl. I actually have been restringing like 50s dolls for 20 years because that's where I got started collecting. So I thought, I want to learn how to collect, or I want to learn how to restring Magic Attic. So I didn't bring her today, but I got what I call Bald Heather, and she's actually in a YouTube video that I made where I restrung her, and it took some experimentation. I tried several different ways because there's a method online that I wasn't sure was going to work quite right, and so I tried a bunch of different ways, and in fixing her, I really fell in love with these dolls. So I started collecting them on my own, and as you can see, I got really into it.
I love it. We love it. Raise your hand if you're watching this video and you learned a little something about a doll and then you just went crazy and you got into it. Like, that's everybody. That's all of us.
Yeah, I definitely go crazy when I get into something.
I love it. I love it.
The dolls started in 1994, and as we already discussed, or as you already mentioned, Tonner sculpted the faces. In 1994, there was, they did a small release. They were just kind of testing out the market. So Georgetown was the first company to make them. And so if you compare her to the 95 next to her, you can see the difference in the faces on the 94. The 94 has smaller eyes and it has more lashes, supposedly 10. I don't know that I've ever actually counted them, but the later ones have just the 5 lashes in the corner of the eye, underneath the eye. So this is the 94, and as you can, I don't know if you can see on the film, but even her skin tone is slightly warmer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can notice a lot of differences between the two of them.
This is 94. That's her starter outfit. Has the orange shirt. 95, they switched it to a pink shirt, and their socks match. Their socks match their shirts. And then this one's 96. And then I don't have the 2001 or 2003 Heathers yet. So sadly, I don't have that represented here, but I can show you with Megan, which is the ones in the yellow down here.
How many characters are there?
So there was 3 in the initial run in 94, and then in 95 they added Keisha. This is the 95 Keisha down here. And then in 97 they added Rose. She's over here in the green. And then in 2001 they added Chloe. Chloe was only around for 2 years, and then they discontinued her. She supposedly wasn't popular because she looks a little bit more teen-like, like the exposed midriff, and she's blonde and a little bit darker face paint. And
so, Kathy, do you know how long they produced the dolls for?
do. So they made them for 10 years. They started them in 94, and then in 2004, Charisma, which was the final company to make them announce, in 2004, Charisma, which is the final company to make them announce that they were discontinuing production. And they hadn't been selling well for a lot of years. They were initially released in 94 because American Girl didn't have modern characters. And so these are all modern characters who visit a magic trunk and a magic mirror in the magic attic and try on costumes and look in the mirror, and they're transported to a different time. And so they were supposed to kind of, cross that boundary between modern and historical. But of course, the following year, in 1995, American Girl released Girl of Today, which was the modern look like your owner dolls. And so, Magic Attic was a great idea that was really released at the wrong time. They were kind of screwed from the very beginning because American Girl came out with their own modern dolls almost right away. I had the most amazing find over the weekend. I drove to Fort Collins, a little over an hour away, and picked up all this great Magic Attic stuff. The owner, or the seller, her sisters had worked in the factory in the 90s and sent her daughter all this stuff, and some of it was still in packages, just new in package. Is just an amazing lot. So that's where I finally got this trunk. I didn't think I would ever find the trunk. This is the trunk in the catalogs, and the idea is, you fill it with the costumes, and I don't have the mirror yet. Maybe someday. But all the costumes have an outfit. So each adventure has a book and a matching outfit and a story. Usually it's, a lot of the stories seem to be like the character is struggling with something in her modern day life, and she visits the attic and tries on a costume and learns a lesson that helps her resolve her problem in modern day life. And they kind of connect the adventures to the girls' lives in that manner. So here is Allison's. This is such a wonderful costume. It's like this deluxe cape and a leotard and a little skirt to go with it.
Did Robert design the clothing or just the sculpt for the dolls?
I don't know how much of the clothing he designed, but I know at least in the beginning, he did a lot of the clothes. I don't know as it got passed from company to company, because it did get passed. It got passed in 97 to Knickerbocker, and then 2003 to Marion, and then again in 2004 to, I guess, Charisma. And they didn't last very long. They closed everything down late that year.
Let's flip through one of these books just for fun. I think we'd probably just like to take a peek into just what it was like. Are they story? Yeah, they're stories.
Yeah, they're similar to Pleasant Company's books. They're short chapter books, not difficult reading levels, with just illustrations sprinkled throughout. There's the mirror, my coveted mirror someday.
I love the idea. I think it's a fabulous idea, and I can tell a lot of time and effort went into doing all of this.
Yeah.
The illustrations and the stories. A lot of fun.
And I know that, because I believe they had different authors that would write the different books, and so they had kind of a series Bible that would just have all the information that each author needed.
I love this. How great that you got these examples right before our program.
I know. Well, I already had quite a bit, honestly, but I was very excited. It seemed very timely that
perfect.
That all this Magic Attic stuff came up in Fort Collins right before.
Right. Well, and just to see the vintage boxes and the packaging.
Yep. So this box is the doll box that they came in '94. Supposedly, according to some online resources, they switched to this one for '95. But I have two '95 dolls that came in this purple and yellow box. So I don't think they switched until probably midway through '95. And then, you know, I was talking earlier about how you can date them according to their outfit. So this one, this is Allison. That outfit, this is a '95 doll, as you can see by the fact that she has 5 eyelashes underneath. But this outfit was used in '94 as well. And then in '96, she changed over to this outfit.
So let's go through and name and look at who all these girls are. Did they ever do any boys?
No.
Okay.
No
all right.
boys.
Okay.
Just girls. So let's go through and name all these so that you know what the characters' names are. So this one is Heather. This is '94, '95. This one is also Heather. That's '96. This one's Allison. So this is '95. The same outfit was used in '94, but '94 would have 10 lashes underneath her eye. And then this is also Allison. That's the '96 Allison. And she came in a box like this. And then in '97, they changed to that box, the purple one. And so this pretty one is Keisha. Keisha is my favorite. I love her face mold. It is just so beautiful. So this is my '95 Keisha. And this is actually her box over here, this purple box, purple and yellow box, which is why I was saying that I know that the '95s came in that box for at least for a little while. This Keisha, actually, you can watch me unboxing her on eBay. I made a video. I was the very first person to unbox her. So her hair was in a net and everything.
Cute. Love the buttons.
Yep. And then this is the next Keisha. So that's the outfit that they changed to in '96.
Cute.
And then this Keisha, they changed to this outfit in 2001 and just had it for a very short time. In 2003, they totally revamped everything. I only have one 2003 and on doll, and that's the one in the big box over here with the Megan display. So this one's Megan. So again, I've got a bunch of different ones represented. So there's the '94 doll with all of the eyelashes on the bottom, and the one standing next to her is the '95 doll, and you'll see that she's got this jumper early on, and then in '96 that was changed. And then in '96 it was changed to this skirt, shirt, and vest. I don't have the 2001 Megan, but the one behind her is the 2003, and that's when Mariah just totally changed everything, and they actually gave Megan a new face mold. So in 2003, she had a different face mold than Allison and Heather for the first time. Can you see the difference in the face molds?
Yeah, totally. I like this one better.
Yeah.
They're both just darling though, but
Yeah.
they look almost like two different dolls.
Yeah, they really do.
It's not a subtle change. The lips are different, the nose is different, the eyes are different.
Yeah.
Cute.
And then in '97, when Rose was released, so she's a Native American character, and I don't have her Native American book, but she has a book where she goes back in time, and it's called Cheyenne Rose. In 2003, when they redesigned the line, they actually made her Hispanic instead and changed her name to Rosa. I eventually would like that one. I don't have her yet. A lot of people were disappointed that they took away the Native American aspect.
That's a cute book.
In 2001, they released Chloe. Chloe drew a little bit of criticism because she's a little bit more mature looking than the others. She looks a little bit more like she's wearing makeup than the others do, and she's got her midriff showing and a little bit more mature of an outfit. She drew a little bit of criticism and was discontinued in 2003, supposedly because Marie Osmond, who bought the company, created the Mariah company. Supposedly she didn't like her, and that's why they discontinued her, but ironically she won a Doll of the Year award right after she was discontinued.
That's good. Really good.
Yeah. And then, so in addition to the outfits that go with their adventure stories, there are a few group adventures. There's a camp group adventure where they all have camp outfits that you can buy. And then there's, they all have their own holiday dresses. This is Rose's. They all have their own holiday dresses that you can buy, or that you could buy. And then they all had a cruise outfit. They had a cruise adventure as well. And then, so this one is Allison's. They all have their own colors. So Allison is blue, as you can see. Keisha's favorite color is purple, Heather's is pink, and Megan's is yellow. And that, you know, and then Rose's is green. So they're all kind of color coded. So that dress down on the end is actually Heather's.
It's a cute one.
Yeah, that's Heather's cruise dress.
So Kathy also brought these buckets of outfits, and I thought, oh my gosh, let's just look, because we're here to have fun. We're here to look so we can see at least some of the fashions. Now, are these all from your Fort Collins haul?
No, not all of them. About a third of them. I actually got quite a bit from that haul. Allison Walks the Wire outfit was from that haul. I got a couple of duplicates, things that I already had, but everything in this haul was in really, really good shape, so it's probably the stuff I'm going to keep. So this one I got from the haul. This is Keisha's Snow Queen outfit.
All right, well, let's take a peek at some of these.
So I was talking about the camp adventure that's kind of a shared adventure. So this is Rose's, I'm blanking, this is either Allison's or Megan's, and then there was Camp PJ's, and it comes with like a little bag to put them in. And I presume that you got the same one for all of them because they don't have their own pajamas. And then they all have like an activity outfit. So Rose's is soccer, and Megan is a skier, and Keisha is a cheerleader. That's Rose's, obviously, because it's green. Here, I love their holiday outfits. So this goes to the same holiday line as that one, as Rose's. And then there was a second holiday line that came out much later, and this is Allison's. And this is just a beautiful outfit. I was lucky to find this one complete. I'm always on the lookout for these. So they have little matching tulle petticoats to make the dress stand out a bit. And, you know, the quality, some of the earlier ones, the quality is not as good as like American Girl, but this one is just amazing. And snaps, most of the later stuff has snaps so that you don't snag in the Velcro. And these super pretty shiny tights. Matching shoes. Just the detail.
Love it. Cute. Little matching hangers.
Yeah, they all had their own hangers. And you know, this is a period of time where, at least just before this, American Girl stuff would come in a bag, in a pouch, on hanger too. So I think that they were just kind of copying that theme. I think that's Megan's. One of them's a gymnast as well. And then, and this is worth showing. This goes to Rose's Cheyenne Rose book. And it's really elaborate. So this, you would buy either just like the basic set with just the outfit, or you could do kind of a piecemeal thing with various parts of the outfit. Like this was a separate set, the blanket and the pouch, or you could just buy the whole collection together. That was a separate set. That's her doll.
Look at all that.
And I know, look at this, and the beaded moccasins.
And so this,
and leggings.
What was the price point for something like this?
I would have to check.
Okay, yeah.
I don't remember
They were
offhand.
less than American Girl.
Yeah, they were. So the dolls, when they first came out, were priced at $59, which was definitely less than American Girl. I think at the time, American Girl was around $80. Might have been slightly higher, but it was definitely less than American Girl. And they still today are less than American Girl. They're harder to find, though, because they're not tagged. So unless someone knows what they are, or they're in original packaging, they get lost and get, given away and to thrift stores.
And they're not marked?
Yeah, and they're not marked. So they're
not marked.
They just
Nothing.
Disappear into the ether,
That's crazy. Usually there's always some kind of mark or number or something.
Or they had these very pretty, this was more in the later years, but they had these hair extensions. These were little braided headbands. I gotta be careful so I don't snag it. And then there's curls too, so you could do a variety of like updos.
Cute.
It has kind of like it's wired, so you would like put it in a ponytail or a bun and put that around it.
Fun. They went wild with the accessories.
They did. And each doll has like her own bedroom set and her own pajamas, and they had whole worlds for these dolls.
Are the clothes at least tagged?
No.
What?
Nothing. No, nothing.
Why do you think they did that?
I don't know. I think they, you know, like I said, they were trying to hit a price point that was a little lower than American Girl. Oh, there's another one of those.
But tags are very inexpensive, so I'm just curious.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish they'd tag them.
I would have no idea
Yeah.
how to identify this if some of these came in my shop. How do you identify them?
For the most part, I've gotten pretty lucky and have found stuff where someone else has already identified it. But there's been a few things where I've gotten lots of clothes and just recognition, just because I've spent so much time poring over the catalogs and, you know, looking at pictures online, and, you know, after a little while you start to recognize stuff.
So at least there are catalogs to help identify.
Yes, there are.
Do you have a catalog?
I do.
Oh, good. I have to show you. This is a slight intermission because Elowen took a dive and she just looks so dramatic laying here on the floor.
As she
Isn't that just perfect for Elowen? I was like, what fell? And then here she is, just like splat. But she's okay, thank goodness. And she just took a very long tumble off the wall. Sorry, Elowen. This is good. So this at least helps if we find these to help identify some of these things.
I have, you know, in addition, like, you know, I've got this catalog that came with one of my box dolls, but I also have links for catalogs that are posted online, and I can put together links for you. And I also found from someone's website, someone had an inventory list of, and it stopped.
Let's look at it.
It stopped kind of early on, but I've got an inventory list for Magic Attic that I can share as well.
Oh, cool.
Because that's how I found out about some of this stuff, because some of this stuff I've never seen pictures of, but it's in the inventory list. It's holiday outfits.
Yeah, you can totally recognize them now that you've seen them in the book, in the catalog. Look at that. Pretty.
So it's interesting. So this catalog, it says winter 1996, but this actually came with my Keisha in the 1995 outfit. And that's a 95 outfit on Heather as well. And then, oh, there you can see the bedroom sets. They all have their thematically appropriate bedroom sets, you know, in their favorite colors.
I'm noticing a lot of names. There's a lot of different people that worked here and helped design and curate things.
Yes.
Cute.
And of course, you have to have a ballerina outfit.
Love that.
Horses and ballerinas. Everything every little girl loves. Keisha. So the doll would always come with a necklace for, here, you can see it with my Keisha. A little girl size necklace. And then at least a little bit later, when you would buy their accessories, it came with a doll size necklace as well.
Is that the key to the Magic Attic?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. So fun.
There's that outfit.
Catalogs are amazing, and just a person that's out here in this industry doing it, the amount of time I can only imagine. Because when I put this on my website, it takes so much time.
Oh yeah, and there's like I said, I can provide links, but there are websites where people have scanned every single page.
Bless them. Thank you
Right?
to the people. Yes, because this stuff just goes away, and if there's an archive that is so helpful for future collectors.
Yeah.
Look at that hat. Love that.
I know.
Keisha leads the way.
There's Allison. I have some of their furniture, and their Megan has gymnastics stuff, like a balance beam and a trampoline.
Cute.
I didn't bring it. It's big. Megan. And then because this is an earlier catalog, it won't have Rose or Chloe in it.
Place for daydreams too. Cute.
I think the play pretend theme really appeals.
That appeals to us now.
Yeah, I know.
It's so fun.
That's why we play with dolls. But like I said, there's some other catalogs that people have online and inventory that people have taken the time to put together, and there's not as ton of information about them online, but there is some.
This was super fun. I really enjoyed it. Kathy, you collect a lot of dolls. You are a professional collector. I love that.
That's one way to put
you
it.
Totally are. Why are Magic Attic dolls a great doll to collect?
You know, I love them because the collections are a little bit smaller and less overwhelming than American Girl. American Girl has so much. It's such a rabbit hole. You get in and there's so much. It takes forever to get everything. But Magic Attic is a little bit smaller. There's some more variety because of the different historical periods that it addresses. And you know, those of us who collect American Girl talk about our dolls time traveling, and some people don't like doing that. They don't like putting a historical doll in modern clothes or clothes from another era, but that's what these dolls do. So they're fun in that respect. They're also really affordable compared to American Girl. Their price point, like depending on how much you're willing to tackle as far as cleaning them up and rehabbing their hair and restringing, you can get them pretty cheap. Some of my dolls I've gotten for, you know, 20, 30 bucks. And then there's Bald Heather, who I think cost me all of $4 at a doll show. But, you know, she was a hot mess. But, and their outfits, you know, they run anywhere from like 15, 25, maybe 30. Some people list the hard to find really, really complete outfits for more. You'll see sometimes that they're listed for like 60, 70, even $100. And that's usually because they've got all the pieces and the little things are hard to find. Little things get lost and people didn't always order the full collection. So sometimes they would just get the outfit, and so that's what you find most of the time. But they are much, much more affordable than American Girl. The size is a little different. They don't really share clothes well with American Girl because they're slender 18-inch dolls. They can wear some stuff they can get away with wearing from American Girl, but their stuff doesn't go over to American Girl very well.
It doesn't. Okay, well, they're their own collection. So
yeah.
Speaking of going down rabbit holes, you have been with us through several of our Robert Tonner releases, which has been really fun.
Yes.
And you have gone, I'm going to say slightly down the Elowen Wild rabbit hole.
I have. I got Nima from the last release. I got an Elowen that you so kindly gifted to me, actually, Neutral Ground. And then I went to a doll show not too long after that, and I found an older Elowen with the inset eyes, and I just love her. She's the one all in fatigues. Feeling Fatigue, I think.
I love that one.
Yeah, she's beautiful. So yes, I've gone a bit down the rabbit hole with that too.
Yes. Kathy, your top pick, I think, from the collection, from the current Tonnerfest collection is Romantic Possibilities.
Yes. I love anything blue. It's my favorite color, so I was drawn to her right away.
And this is also, Christopher restyled her completely because the dress is much longer and he took her bows and made them into shoes.
Normally.
Yes. So that's after his makeover, but you'll get to see her fresh from the box
I
today.
might have to do a Christopher
style. I love it. Yes. Well, Kathy, this was so fun. We really appreciate it. We're going to put your links to your website and your Instagram and everything in the video. And you do all kinds of things. You sell,
I do.
You do repairing.
I do.
You buy, you collect, you're in groups. So Kathy's a good one to know, everybody.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.